Creativity is an addiction. It's going to bump you in the middle of the night, and if you don't answer that call, it's going to bump you again, bump you again, bump you again, and you're going to get angry with it, and it's going to go, what did I do? What did I do? I'm a good guy. I just want you to be creative. Unplug, because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Putting your focus on what is amazing. That's kind of a difficult walk, isn't it? Because there are certain things that were once amazing, but no longer live up to that expectation because you just got used to it. It's like the beauty of this forest in South Charlotte, North Carolina. The sun is starting to rise. The leaves are golden. There's reds. There's vibrant oranges. And I love the way that the white pines have laid out their needles on the forest floor. And it looks like I just want to go over there and cuddle up to the deer. That is amazing to me every day. And the reason why I can say that is because I've seen this forest during the drought, where it didn't look as beautiful as this, and you learn to respect what is amazing and you stay true to it. And if you have those moments where things aren't amazing, what are you doing to help participate, to help replenish the soil? Those are daily things. And I realize that takes a little bit of work and it takes a lot of thought. And it's like, God, there's enough to do already in the world. You bet there is. And we're nowhere near even scratching the surface yet. We're just getting started. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. And this is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. And today we're reading from November 12th, 2021, a beautiful fall morning. I got to tell you, though, only because I'm transparent with you every day. That's our truth. I was eyes wide open at 3:15 this morning. Wide open. You see, I know because of who you are and because of what you do, there are times that a single thought can grab you from a dream. My thought was, dear future self, which totally baffles me. Because the spirit of my writing every day has always been to dear future reader, not self, reader. Which at this point, the self is still involved, but why did it have such an impact? And why am I still questioning this moment this morning at 3:15? Was it a call to action in the way of, another book idea has just been announced and I have to expect its arrival? Every book that I have published, I have never forgotten the origin, which I've always wondered, is there something in the air that served as a trigger? My book, Conversation with the Devil, was what came to me when I was on 485 and I-77 right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was extremely disappointed with my radio career, so I wrote a book about a disc jockey and the devil. The book Scrambled Eggs. The origin, South Park Mall here in Charlotte. I had this huge jolt of energy with John Lennon all over it, and I thought, why don't I just write a book about John Lennon, but do a unique spin to it? To hear Dear Future Self sounds like a good book title, but what would be the layout of the story? I almost feel like I'm creating a cliffhanger. Well, such is the life of a creative mind. So many things endlessly move through each and every one of us, and then they pass us by. I'm blessed with the opportunity to share many conversations with some of the greatest writers of our time. I love having real conversations with authors and writers, poets and bloggers, people that put words into forward motion, people that take those words and they create an action to a reaction, and then they come back and they feed it. I love that. And I also love to hear the origin of why something was brought to life. Because there is something in the atmosphere of now that teaches us, do it. You are in the middle of a cliffhanger. The question is, how are you going to write yourself out of this? I had one of those moments when I was putting together my book, Halloween 78. And it was the book really, I mean, it comes in two parts. I've just never finished the second part. Now, here's the origin of this book. I started writing Halloween 78 in 1977 while riding on a bus to the Career Center in Billings, Montana. It took 32 years to publish the first part of the book. The book is so long that I had to divide it up. And I thought, well, if the second part is meant to be, readers will come back and say, we want more. Well, I've got it. It's just that I haven't gone in there to do what I'm supposed to do to prepare it for publishing. So I love listening to the origin of stories. When I sit with songwriters to hear about how they were feeling this particular moment And yet the interpretation by the listener is completely different. And it's not one of those where the artist goes, you got it wrong. They accept the fact that you even picked up the song, and they are grateful for you being in that moment of their now. And so that's what I love. What is the origin? And when you are shaken awake in the morning because of a thought, are you being called to write a book? Are you being called to write a blog? What is it that is saying, hey, look, don't just lay there with dreams in your skull. Do something with those moving pictures. I know, insanity, right? When the mind's eye can't find the subject. I was eyes wide open at 3:15 this morning. A thought had somehow grabbed me from a dream. Do you get upset? Do you go pop another pill, an Excedrin PM? When something has shaken you awake, what do you do?